for the Ural Mountains. Russian scientists estimate it at 10 tons. How they would know that, we don't know. But the meteor streaks through the atmosphere and then causes a sonic boom. A thick white contrail was seen over several cities as shocked Russians looked on. It damaged several buildings and injured over 500, mostly from broken glass.
It's just incredible.
It is.
So coming up here on Tony and Tucker in a few minutes, we are going to talk to Greg Redfern, who's all about this. He's going crazy. I'm talking to him right off camera here, and he's very excited about it.
All over the place. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Quite a morning we're having here.
Yeah.
Guess what it's time for? Do-do-do-do. Yeah. Ask Tony and Tucker. This, of course, is a segment where Tucker Barnes and I put our heads together to answer your most pressing questions, weather-related or otherwise, all morning long. In fact, for some time, we've been telling you about an asteroid that's hurtling toward Earth. Sounds like science fiction. It is not. It is headed this way. Will pass by Earth later today. However, the big news right now today is this huge meteor.
Since you went to bed last night, for most of you.
Yeah, I've not even seen the video yet. I'll see it in just a second. A huge meteor entered the Earth's atmosphere over Russia and exploded, injuring hundreds of people and causing some damage. Joining us now to talk all about this is our sky guy, Greg Redfern, NASA ambassador. So we booked you to come in.
Little did we know.
You guys are good.
Top of the news.
Real good, man.
Nobody else saw it but the two of us.
Well, you know, a lot
How's
of
the stock market going to do?
We'll see. Yeah, well, I thought the Mayan calendar was
Child's play.
right. All right, Greg, let's talk about this event. Most people are just hearing about it.
Boy.
A meteor. How big do we think it was?
Well, the latest news report said that this was probably about 10 tons. And I'm thinking it's probably the size of a big SUV. Came in the atmosphere, they're figuring about 33,000 miles an hour, and it exploded at about 18 to 20 miles or so above the Earth's atmosphere.
Here's actually
this
This is incredible video. Incredible. So you're seeing the fireball bolide coming in.
So it's essentially melting as it's coming into the atmosphere, right?
It is. It's ablating. It's coming in. It's leaving all this material, the Earth's atmosphere. It's causing the friction. It's making the surface of it ablate away. And then it's building up a shock wave in front of it. And pretty soon, the material of that fireball, that meteor, can't withstand the atmosphere, and it blows. It explodes.
So we're reporting hundreds of injuries. What are the injuries most likely from?
From what I read, it was probably, number one, some people panicking, and but a lot of glass got blown out. I saw a video
from
right here. You can see it from the shock wave, from the blast wave. So this had to have a pretty good blast wave coming down.
It came down over a populated area.
In Russia.
In Russia.
In the
not
Urals.
heavily populated, the Ural Mountains, but still.
But it shows you what can happen with these events, which is why with 2012 DA14 later today at 2:25, passing at 17,150 miles, it is a clear miss. Let's get that straight. It shows you the power that's in these space rocks.
The asteroid 2012 DA14, that's what it's called. My understanding is that the projections are having it get a little bit closer to Earth, but not in any significant way.
No, we are not going to get hit by this one, and even the one today was an airburst. But this is a big boy, and you'll like this, Tony. If you were to put 2012 DA14 at FedEx Field on the 50-yard line, pick your end zone, because the meteor will go all the way into that end zone. It's about 150 feet across, the asteroid.
Wow.
And if this particular one were to hit the Earth, it would cause a lot more damage.
It would be a city killer. This is the same class, the same size of asteroid that came in over Tunguska, again, Russia, in Siberia, June 30th, 1908. It was another airburst, and it was about 2 to 20 megatons of energy. And this asteroid, when it blew up about 5-6 miles above the Earth's surface, it took out 80 million trees, or a 2,000 square kilometer area, which is 2/3 the size of Rhode Island.
Wow.
So that is the same class of 2012 DA14.
Now, as astronomers become more and more experts on this, are we able to see more and more of these asteroids?
Yes. The good news is...
I mean, obviously, we didn't see the meteorite this morning.
Yeah, it's too small. I mean, those are just too small to see. But the one like 2012 DA14, we are out there looking for them. The ironic thing is, this is an historic day because 2012 DA14 is the largest and the closest passing asteroid to be discovered since we really started looking for these guys back in the 90s. And why? Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9, when it impacted Jupiter, Congress finally did something and said, guys, start finding these things. That was the impact of a comet that hit Jupiter many times. So that's when we started looking for it.
Yeah. And that's what NASA's working towards in the future, being able to, well, you can detect some of them now, but not only being able to detect them, but to have some kind of system in space.
Planetary defense. Yeah. And it's not Bruce Willis, okay?
That's what it should be. I've seen Armageddon.
Bruce
I know
is
what
up there
happened.
58 with his new movie. We need a little bit better than that.
I'm not an astronomer, but let me ask you, this meteorite, is this related to the asteroid?
According to ESA, they say no. Okay. Now, the thing about 2012 DA14, it's going to come in from the south, and it's going to head up north across the Earth. The point of closest approach is going to be right over Sumatra at 2:25 today, Eastern Standard Time. Right. Now, I put a bunch of the stuff up on my blog site so people can tune into NASA and see almost near-live images of the asteroid as it comes by. And what I think is really cool is we're going to be painting that with radar. Cool. So we're going to get a good 3D image of what 2012 DA14 looks like. Okay. So we're going to learn. And we're getting ready to send some missions out to asteroids. Know your enemy. Go to your enemy.
All right, I got a real quick question. We're going to wrap up. I asked viewers for questions for you. Bob Martin wants to know the bright flash that we saw in the Russian video. What is that? Is that it? It's actually exploding?
That was this incoming meteor or bolide exploding. Wow. That flash of light you see is the energy released when it finally exploded.
What is your blog so people can go to it?
It's right here at WTTG, Fox 5 Underweather Sky Guys blog.
Go to my